What's up, e-bikers? If you're looking for a well-refined trail e-bike, this is the Radster Trail 1 with Safe Shield battery technology. It's next on the channel. Alright guys, pretty excited to have my first Rad Power Bikes on the channel. This is the Radster Trail. It's their new e-bike. It also comes in like a street version as well, the Radster Road, I believe. And this comes in this nice fur green or copper red from a color standpoint. It's just a very rich looking green. And combined with those brown sidewalls, it's a really nice looking e-bike, and it really has a premium feel to it. $21.99. I think it went up because of the tariffs, but comes in two sizes, a regular or large. This is the large frame, and should fit riders from, well, the regular fits riders 4'11" to 5'8". The large fits them 5'7" to 6'4". Standover height is 24 inches here from that top tube. On the regular, it is 21 inches. Payload capacity 370 pounds, 55 pounds on the rear rack, and the bike weighs 78 pounds overall, so it's on the heavier side, and 76 or 74 inches long depending on the version you get. Alright, on the tires and brakes we have these Kenda Havocs. These are 27.5 inch by 3 inch tires with a knobby thread here, so it's an interesting choice they went with. Not a 26 by 4. But it's almost like that with these Kendas here. So pretty. I've never seen this size tire on an e-bike before. First time for me. Usually when it's 27.5 inch, you get the 2.5, 2.6 inch wide tires. But these are 3 inch tires on the Radster Trail. 180 millimeter rotors, Tektro rotor right here, and you're looking at Tektro hydraulic disc brakes, 350s. And they're using semi-metallic brake pads. And on the fork here, it's a Suntour fork, so it's a pretty good fork. 80 millimeters of travel, tapered steer tube, and a through axle here on the tire. Let's talk about electronics, and we'll start with the battery. So these have Safe Shield technology. So these are basically potted cells inside of here with like a thermal resin, and that's going to prevent any kind of fire buildup. So these are, I think they're UL certified as well. And semi-integrated battery here. It's got the little charger indicator on top, and explanation of what the battery comes in. It's a 15 amp hour, 720 watt hours of battery. They're Samsung cells, and just a really nice peace of mind type of battery solution that they came up with to help satisfy that UL 2271 certification there. Comes with a 2 amp charger. You can ride the bike in class 1, 2, or 3 settings. Actually, class 3 has 2 settings, 25 miles an hour or 28 miles an hour. If you just want to save a little bit on the battery there. The motor is a 750 rear hub motor down here with 100 Newton meters of torque. So it's Rad's most powerful motor to date, I believe. And it's a really good complement to the e-bike itself. And it feels like a premium ride. Of course, you're going to pay over $2K for this e-bike, but it definitely feels like a $2,000 e-bike, guys. It's really refined, and a lot of great accessory and parts on here, and it's a really nice ride, comfortable ride. When it comes to the lighting, you have a front 200 lumens LED headlight with a built-in reflector there, and you get a rear integrated tail light with brake light and turn signals. That's right, this e-bike has turn signals. And this rear tail light here is probably the brightest one I've seen on an e-bike to date. You can really see this thing. It really glows across the whole thing. And again, you have turn signals as well. Let me show you how those work. Here's the left turn signal, very bright. And then here's the right. And what's nice is the display shows it. Actually, they don't stop automatically, so you do have to turn them off over here. Now it's off. Here's a look at those handlebars. So I did add a few things already. We'll go over accessories in a second, but you got locking grips. Here's your control pad. It's got 6 buttons on it for the turn signals. There's your M mode for the different, getting the settings, plus and minus, and then light and walk mode, of course. Comes with a bell. Here's your display. We'll come back to that. 8-speed trigger shifter, half-speed throttle, and there's your textural hydraulic disc brake levers. There's also a USB port right under here. You can see me pull it apart there. If you want to stick your phone in, there's your place to do that. Keep it charged up while you ride. Here is your display. Nice, crisp, clean color display with green, white, and orange accents. You got your battery bar here, your speed, your PS levels. As you go through those, just changes right there. Love that look. Your turn signals. And it also gives you a range estimate. So depending on what level you're in, you watch that estimate change. Now 4, it's 28 miles. 3, it's 37. 2, it's 55. And 1 is 65. And that's the range of the e-bike, is 25 to 65. So we'll have to see how accurate that is on riding. And I have 40 miles on the bike so far, so I've been playing with it a bit. I did add a mirror to the e-bike itself for safety. I threw a little cooler bag on the back there, fits perfectly. I'll put links to this stuff in the description. And I had a Zoom C-post, suspension C-post, because the Rad one was it's pretty stiff. It kind of isn't really, you feel it when you're going over bumps. So definitely a suspension C-post is needed, and I threw an old seat on there as well. So to get into the settings, you're going to click on the M button here, hold it down for a few seconds, and there you go. Get a very easy access to clearing your trip data. You've got class. So here's your different class modes: class 1, 2, or 2.3s. What else you got? Units for kph or mph. Your range, you can turn that on or off. Brightness, I'm at the highest level. Security, so you do have NFC codes here. I don't use these, but you can turn it on. If you turn it on, you have to use this to unlock the e-bike. Just basically push it right, you hold it right over the display, and that turns the display on or off. You got a passcode if you want there. There's the NFC and information there. When it comes to the gearing, you're looking at a Shimano 11 to 34 tooth freewheel back here. Really nice freewheel. That's paired to a Shimano Serra derailleur. And I think that's a 48 tooth chain ring here. So it doesn't say in the website, but I think it's about a 48. All right, we're on the Radster Trail here. The 100 Newton meters of torque. It's got pretty good pickup off the throttle there. We'll do a little speed test to put it in 5. Then we'll do our hill test. It's 21. I've already tested the speed. They're accurate. 24, 25, 26. Got a bit of a headwind here, so not sure we're going to hit 27. We'll try it again though. Come back to that. But this is a very refined e-bike, guys. And as far as comparables go, I'd probably put the only e-bike I think of that kind of matches this spec-wise and quality-wise would be that U-Free Stellar Falcon that just came out. That's over 2K as well. And it's got a similar tire setup, I think. But I like what Rad did here with this frame. They've got a more of a street version with the Radster Road. And this is the perfect rail trail e-bike. We're going to take it on a rail trail as well today. So stay tuned for that. But first up, we'll do a hill test. We'll do my downhill run, and then we'll hit the dirt trail with it. All right, here's the hill test. So this is a torque sensor e-bike, by the way, guys. I forgot to mention that in my spec overview. So you'll get exercise on this, but torque sensor e-bikes typically don't do well on hills that well, but let's see how this does. Doing throttle only first here. It's a really quiet motorbike. I can barely hear I hear the tires more than I hear the motor. So they did a nice job on speccing that out at 750 watt. $13 miles an hour. I do not hear that motor at all. I hear the tires. 14. We're in PS5. I'm going to start pedaling up here. Again, torque sensor bike, you got to press on that, put pressure on the pedals to get speed. So here we go. I'm working it now. 14, 13, 12. Putting moderate effort in. Here comes the steep part. Oh yeah, feel it on my legs now. 11, 10. I think we're going to crest at 10 here. Yeah. 10 miles an hour up a hill. So, as far as torque sensor e-bikes goes, this is probably the best hill climb performance I've had. But again, cadence sensors are going to get you up there much easier. If you have a lot of hills, I think people who live in a flat area in the Midwest or Florida, torque sensor e-bike makes a lot of sense versus here in the Northeast where there's hills or, West Coast, things like that. So, all right, let's go do a downhill run and we'll test out the brakes at the end. All right, coasting only, no power. 2 hands on the brakes. Here we go. Just want to see how stable this bike is at high speeds and see how well it brakes at the end. You do sit up high in this e-bike, so it's got a really tall stance. So be prepared for that. This is the large version. 24, 25, 26, 28. I'll tap the brakes a little bit here. All right. 30, 31. Very stable. 33. 35, wow. Hit the brakes. Nice. Very controlled stop with those brakes too, those Tektros. So yeah, thumbs up on that run. Definitely want to put it in 5 when you're going up a hill. You do get a little bit, you feel that boost versus 2. I can just feel that motor power down. But you do get a nice boost in 5. If you're going up this was a moderate hill here. So. Put the trad. Let's put the Radster to the test here on this dirt trail. Again, torque sensor e-bike, so here's 13, and here's a PS1. Doing that 11 miles an hour. Gotta work it. PS2. Hey, buddy. PS2, we're doing 12 with minimal effort. PS3, feel that power coming out a little bit better now. 13, so you don't get much boost in power just by changing the levels with the torque sensor. PS4, let's pass these folks here. Yeah, PS4 you're doing 14, so you get like the same amount of pedaling or pressure. PS5. Here's where you get more of a pickup. 16. 17. Yeah, looks like about 17 is your average speed here. You can see the range here is down to 16 miles at this level. And 3/4 full, so it does seem to really suck the battery out of there. Let's do a top speed run here. 8th gear. 22, 23, 24, 25. Come on, 26. 27. Come on, 28. Got close. But this rail trail here is the perfect environment for this e-bike. Just grips this, you know, the hard pack gravel, it's loose in spots. The throttle on this bike goes to 20 no matter what level you're in, which is nice. It's not limited by the PAS throttle. So here's the wattage for the motor itself. Right now on PS2, it's doing like averaging around 100 watts. Once you hit the throttle, it'll jump up to 750. And that seems to be the peak of this e-bike, is 750 itself now. I thought it would peak higher because it's a 750 watt, but apparently not. Alright guys, there's your Radster Trail. So this bike is top shelf all the way. Nothing to complain about other than the C-post, which I took off already. I think it's just a ramrod while you're going over bumps and that thing. But premium e-bike, very comfortable, torque sensor. The paint job is immaculate. I mean, look at this paint job in the sun. It's so creamy looking. And the welds are even better than usual. Comes in copper red as well. I do like the green here though. Really pops in the sunlight there. What else do I like about the bike? I mean, nice rack. The fenders, these fenders are really thick. They're plastic, I think, but they're really thick plastic, and they don't move at all. You see that nice bright taillight out there? This is the brightest taillight I've ever seen on an e-bike by far, I think. Safe Shield battery, of course, gotta love that. UL listed, need to have that today with an e-bike. And this cockpit is just amazing. This display is one of the cleanest, clearest displays, readable displays in the market today. And it's awesome. I wouldn't change a thing about it. The control pads over here, of course you got the turn signals. Alright, you can easily change this to class 1 or class 2 in the M settings there. And nice locking grips. The handlebars themselves are, you know, BMX style. So that's definitely a trend now you're seeing on a lot of new e-bikes. And it's worth it because it's a better function. It's more ergonomic and it looks better as well. So here's your front tire fork. Got lockout and preload. And you got the nice fender there. You can put a front basket on if you want to. You got your NFC security cards, so protect your brakes. I have nothing to complain about this e-bike. And for $21.99, it's worth the money, I think. I'll put a link in the description. check it out, and I'll see you on the next crisscross, guys. Thanks for watching.